thousands of commuters. At least one speed restriction is expected to continue into next week.
A former City high flyer who lost £57 million gambling on the horses walked free from court this afternoon after admitting fraud. Terry Ramsden, a postman's son who built up a hugely successful business, saw it collapse with debts of around £100 million.
Belying his roots as a postman's son from Enfield, high-flying Terry Ramsden was at one stage chairman of Walsall Football Club. He earned and lost millions from dealings in Japanese securities in the late 1980s. Walking free from the Old Bailey this afternoon, he was clearly relieved.
Satisfied it's all over and I'll go away and live my life as best I can.
What are you going to do now?
Live life if that's possible.
Once Britain's 57th richest individual, Mr. Ramsden is now a bankrupt and said to be living off the charity of friends.
That's it. Now the weather forecast with Penny Tranter.
Good evening. It's going to be a very cold weekend indeed right across the country, and we're also going to have problems with patchy freezing fog and wintry weather coming into eastern England later tomorrow and again on Sunday. But today across Europe it was very cold in central and eastern areas, with temperatures in Moscow as low as -13 degrees, and Glasgow was warmer than Amsterdam and Paris, where temperatures were just 3 degrees. Now that very cold air is going to move into the Low Countries in Germany during tomorrow, and then make its way westwards into central parts of England and central Scotland by the early part of next week. So if anything during the next few days, it is going to become increasingly colder. Today the warmest places were in the north, Lossiemouth and Belfast, both seeing double figures, but Newcastle and Leeds just 4 and 3 degrees respectively. At the present time, we already have a frost over much of England and Wales and Scotland, and by the end of the night we're going to have a very severe frost in many parts, with temperatures as low as -6 degrees. Now this is going to lead to icy patches on many untreated roads, particularly in eastern Scotland, much of England and Wales. And we're also going to see further freezing fog patches causing a problem in northeast England and also East Anglia. So some nasty driving conditions around for the rest of tonight. Tomorrow we'll continue to see the winds coming in from the east or southeast, and also this cold front bringing in cloud into parts of East Anglia tomorrow, bringing some patchy rain from the word go. Elsewhere it will be dry and fairly bright, particularly in western parts of the country, the best of the sunshine likely in Scotland and Wales. But as we go through into the afternoon, that patchy rain in the east pushing its way into the Midlands, central southern England, and we'll start to see wintry showers coming into East Anglia, southeast England, and perhaps the odd snow flurry into northeast England and also eastern Scotland. Some snow showers coming into East Anglia after dark, giving a small settling of snow during tomorrow night. A very cold day right across the country. Temperatures in Northern Ireland and Scotland, their highest around 8 to 9 degrees. That's the weather for now. Good evening.
Saturday night on BBC One.
On this week's house party, do we have a Gunjing, our Smashy and Nicey, my special guests, and am I the most popular person on British television?
Oh, yes.
Oh, no. At 7:30, another big break for Jim and John. At 8, there's drama in Casualty.
Joe Tanner, 21, the driver in a single vehicle RTA.
At 9:10, problems for Jonathan in Harry.
What are you after, John?
Something to write other than this poem to the life and times of Walter D.
Then don't bother. You are off it.
At 10, there's all the action from 2 top games in Match of the Day. Saturday night on BBC One.
And now a multi-Oscar-winning film for Friday night on BBC One, featuring the combined talents of 2 of the movie world's biggest names.